You might be going through the challenges of the twin flames concept, searching for the answers on how to achieve unity. In this journey, you will probably come across all sorts of videos and articles. Some people say it's a sacred soul contract, while others claim it's just a toxic relationship tied to narcissistic personality disorder, and others believe it's a path to awakening. So what is it really? In this video, I will share my experience with a toxic relationship and use the Emperor and Empress tarot cards to clarify what twin flames really are, whether it exists, and how to handle relationships like that. Hi, I'm Leanne. I'm a survivor of a narcissistic abuse, and I'm all about diving into a higher wisdom and using it in everyday life. I can't say for sure whether twin flames really exist, and no one can. After all, no one can provide solid proof that it's a soul contract, nor can we say it's just a toxic relationship. Many people can step onto a spiritual path because of this concept and have transformed into a new version of themselves. So, from another perspective, it can indeed be seen as a gateway to awakening. So what are twin flames really? I think it's less about what they actually are, and more about what you believe they are. At different stages in your life, they can offer you different kinds of growth. Stage 1. Believing in the twin flame soul contract and breaking down all inner limiting beliefs. After the sudden collapse brought on by the pandemic in 2020, I met someone really special. I started experiencing a series of mysterious events that I had never encountered before, which pushed me to explore the invisible things. It was during this time that I came across the concept of twin flames. The way I understood it back then was that one soul splits into two parts, masculine and feminine, who then inhabit male and female bodies. After going through countless life experiences together, they finally meet in their last lifetime, triggering each other's spiritual awakening. They remember their mission and purpose on Earth and come together to fulfill their highest calling. What a touching story. That special person totally met all the criteria of the twin flame concept. Deep connections, synchronicities. He was like a mirror reflecting all my strengths and weaknesses. I truly believed in the existence of twin flames. It was the first time I caught a glimpse of another world and began to question the reality of the world I saw. So I started reading articles and watching videos online. There were so many people out there who had similar experiences. From that moment on, I opened a new door. Everything else I used to be interested in suddenly seemed dull. All I wanted to know was how I could unite with this so-called twin flame. This phase lasted for 2 years, and during that time, I unknowingly let go of a lot of old beliefs. I started to trust my intuition more and became more in tune with myself. For someone like me, who used to be a people pleaser, being able to hear my own voice and not bending over backward for others' approval felt amazing. But at the same time, I started to become a bit arrogant, like I had uncovered some huge secret. I went around claiming I had a mission and got kind of smug about it. I shifted from one extreme to another, moving from a fake real world to a different kind of fake spiritual world. Stage 2. Seeing the twin flame concept as a bad and realizing it's influenced by negative forces. That same special person broke my previous understanding of twin flames again. He started to take a darker turn and devise schemes. And at the same time, I found a ton of content online about narcissistic personality disorder. In the twin flame concept, there is a long separation period during which there is a lot of chasing and running away from each other, along with huge emotional ups and downs. It felt just like being tangled up with someone who has narcissism. So I started to digging into more information and watching lots of videos about narcissistic personality disorder. And I came to a bold conclusion. A twin flame relationship is simply a toxic relationship with a narcissist. And a narcissist is basically what a so-called twin flame is. This phase lasted for 2 years. After I cut ties with the person I thought was my twin flame, I kept running into a bunch of people who were really similar to him. This made me start to doubt the idea that twin flames are your other halves. I've let go of a lot of my previous beliefs about twin flames. I stopped fantasizing about merging to complete same mission and even started to see twin flames as stumbling blocks holding me back. It's like they lure you in with this pink, sparkly, mystical concept, trapping you in another illusion. You think you are seeing the truth, but really, they're just there to keep you from moving forward.
During this phase, I really started to doubt my past beliefs. Was everything I held onto just a lie? Did I have to go back to that world full of man-made rules? When the person I was convinced was my twin flame completely turned on me, my whole world shattered.
My pain didn't come from the hurt he causes, but from the fact that he destroyed the belief system I had built. A lot of times, people rely on a spark of a hope or something to cling to just to get by. But when he became dark, it felt just as hard to accept as when the pandemic hit in 2020 and crushed everything I believed in. Everything we learned, saw, and experienced growing up shaped our original beliefs. Getting into spirituality through the twin flame concept shattered those beliefs and helped me build new ones based on what I found online. But then, with all the talk about narcissistic personality disorder, that new belief system was broken again. Is it possible that the ones behind this kind of information are all the same group? At first, they make you infatuated with someone so deeply, and then they turn that feeling into something you can't stand. How can we focus and get things done in that kind of chaos? If every belief system we built was based on outside information, then what's really real? With those questions in mind, I entered the third phase. Stage 3. Reclaiming our power and only pursue the logical closure of our own world. That same special person pointed out the wounds from my family of origin. I've noticed that my mom and I had been controlled and suppressed by my dad, which has led us to develop a people-pleasing personality. Even though I've been away from home a long time and have started my own family, I still struggle with a strong sense of insecurity. I'm terrified of socializing, scared to speak up, and afraid to show my true self. Ironically, love creates separation while abuse breeds loyalty. Even though I deeply fear and resent my father, I can't stop trying to please him, hoping to earn his approval. What's even more alarming is that a special person mirrors all the manipulative tactics my dad used. The person I called my twin flame is basically a younger version of my dad. Whether it's my father or the twin flame, at least one of them had a parent with narcissism in their original family. I once asked my grandmother why she married my grandfather, and she said that during that time of war, marrying him was her only way to survive. Both my grandparents had narcissistic tendencies. To me, narcissistic personality disorder has become more than just a personality disorder. It feels like an inescapable force rooted in the culture of that land, and I'm not sure who to blame anymore. In times of confusion, it's the perfect opportunity to tap into higher wisdom. This time, we're called on the Emperor and the Empress cards. If the High Priestess and the Magician represent the two primal energies of yin and yang in the universe, when the emperor and the empress are the real-world manifestation of those energies grounded in the three-dimensional world. The empress has the river flowing behind her like a waterfall, symbolizing the powerful surge of emotions. She can truly experience life's flow only when she lets go and embraces her passions. This powerful love can be as frightening to the emperor as a dragonfly, as he holds tightly to rules, authority, and the old ways. In the emperor's mind, emotions aren't very important. He uses logic to keep them in check and tries to dominate by controlling everything. This leads to a fear of and even a dislike for pure love. He's afraid to open up and show his true self. Doesn't this resemble our parents, our grandparents, and even our great-grandparents? If we had to pinpoint a logical reason for experiencing twin flames, it would be this: to break the cycle of karma that has been passed down through generations. This idea is to transform and awaken so that the invisible forces controlling us lose their grip, leaving no ground for the karma to continue cycling. Do twin flames really not exist? They definitely give you a chance for a rebirth in life. But at the same time, that person really does have narcissistic personality disorder. So I've come to a conclusion. If you need your twin flame to help you restart your life right now, then think of it as a soul contract or a path to awakening. But if your twin flame relationship is making you miserable and dragging you down, seeing it as a cult game or a bad influence, and get out as soon as possible. Ultimately, what twin flames are is up to you to decide. But I've got to say, in my logical closed-up world, the concept of twin flames really needs a new definition. This kind of relationship can never truly unite because their soul is on a dark path. We learn from their darkness to find our own yin-yang balance, but darkness is always just that darkness. Trying to merge with it is like signing you on death warrant. Of course, that's just my perspective, and I'd love to hear how you define it. Dealing with a twin flame relationship isn't really about handling that person. It's about healing the deepest wounds within yourself and breaking those major karmic cycles in your life. So, how can we do that? Hit the notification bell and I will catch you in the next video.
我就是你，我就是你，你就是我，像一面镜子反射。我属于你，你属于我，完全相反，又相似。星辰大海宇宙边际日月交替，统统收进你的身体，藏着无限温暖治愈人心的勇气。从眼中看到曾经玫瑰树干的自己，徘徊在银河系，与人交往格格不入，享受自己的小天地，撕碎大火重组挣脱，寻找真实自己，放空一切冥想，安静能量流进心底，灵魂接受使命。我就是你，你就是我，像一面镜子反射。我属于你，你属于我，完全相反，又相似。星辰大海宇宙边际日月交替，统统收进你的身体，藏着无限温暖治愈人心的勇气。从眼中看到曾经玫瑰树干的自己，徘徊在银河系，与人交往格格不入，享受自己的小天地，撕碎打破重组挣脱，寻找真实的自己，放空一切冥想，安静能量流进心底，灵魂接受使命。我就是你。